order. Sure. I can't believe I even ordered KFC. And the KFC didn't come with a single thigh or a single drumstick. I ordered a bucket and it didn't come with a single thigh or a single drumstick. There's old-fashioned prawn cocktail. How's your old-fashioned prawn cocktail?
He's having it.
Who's having it?
Like the guy. Yes,
Is it nice?
Yeah, it was nice.
Do people like it?
It recently launched.
Okay, can I please try that? Okay.
Like, we can't give the one in one glass. I gave 2 jeans for you.
Oh, okay, thank you. So I actually noticed. Yeah, so I'll have the prawn cocktail.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Allergies?
Allergies, no. Thank you. So I noticed on my picture that I posted yesterday that people are saying bully, you're a bully, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Have you had anything you were satisfied with there? No. I just ordered KFC and even that was below par. The chips have salt and pepper. It doesn't have the special spice we have at home. Anyway, I can't watch this most recent episode of Born Into Fame because Showmax does not stream in London. So I haven't watched it, right? But obviously, hi Tanky. Miss you. I still have your shades at my place. When I get back, I must give them to you. Thank you. So I haven't been able to watch the episode, but obviously I know what happened. I'm not a bully. Let us start there. When we first started, and please excuse my makeup, I had a Disney shoot. They did green makeup on me because it's very, very whimsical. Okay. I'm not a bully. When I first started filming Born Into Fame, I met said character, and I thought said character was dope. That party that we had for Pila, it was the first time I met AJ. And I thought, oh, he's actually cool. I honestly thought, 100%, I honestly thought that him and I would get along the best. The only person that I knew before filming was Tank, because I've had meetings with Tank before and all of that stuff, you know. I honestly thought AJ and I would get along the best. He was flirting with me at the party. I noticed, whatever. Now, obviously, we shoot diaries, right? So we all go to a studio, and sometimes you might run into each other. Like, they have times for us, but because obviously I'm a honey and I have makeup, I would maybe be at studio and I'll see Pila and Tank. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. So obviously we all go and we film diaries. One day we were filming diaries and AJ was there and he said to me, yeah, no, you know, it was nice to meet you, but I just feel like there was a moment at the party where you were being insincere. So I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, bro, I was actually genuinely caring for you. And I explained to him that, like, yo, after you opened that chat about suicide, I got so deeply triggered that I had to be put back on antidepressants. I went and got this tattoo on my face and I wanted to self-harm, right? After Ricky's death, I cut the fuck out of myself. It was bad. I was not functioning. Like, I would go to work and storm out of studio because I just was having constant meltdowns. Suicide is very triggering to me. So the fact that I empathized in that moment, or like had a moment with him, and he can turn around and then say to me that I was being insincere, I was like, what the fuck? So because he was drunk, he even said to me, no, I was so drunk, I actually don't remember who came with the cameras. That moment, that scene where he was crying on the side, his sister went to go and comfort him. And when she went to comfort him, the cameras followed her. But because he was drunk, he feels like I came with the cameras. I only got there afterwards, and I only even noticed that he was crying because of the camera lights being so bright. And then I look and I see he's bent over, and I actually went to gather him because I was just like, this is our first day all shooting together. I don't like the fact that they're filming him crying. So I actually went to be like, you know what I mean? Like, don't cry on camera. Like, don't cry like this, because I didn't like the fact that they were filming such a sensitive moment. You know what I mean? So for him to then call me insincere, and he's like, yeah, I don't remember if you came with the cameras or not. So I was like, Chief, I really don't appreciate that. Because guys, the next day after that party, I went to the spa with Lady. I cried. I had a meltdown, and I just was not okay because, like I said, that is how triggering suicide is to me. And because we had that discussion. Cool. So he calls me insincere, shut. I'm like, that's insane. I even told him in person at Diaries, that's insane. So cool, I go and I shoot my diaries or whatever. Later on, they're like, yeah, you're going to shoot a scene with AJ. You're going to go to animal-assisted therapy. So I'm like, I don't want to shoot a therapy with AJ because I don't feel comfortable being vulnerable around AJ because AJ doesn't think that I'm sincere when it comes to my mental health. So I was like, why am I shooting a therapy with AJ? You know? They were like, no, okay, now you have to explain the scene on camera because we don't have context because it was shot. I mean, it happened at Diaries. Like, this conversation I had with AJ had happened at Diaries. Do you know what I mean? So it's not on camera. So that's why there's the scene of me sitting at home calling Lady and telling her about AJ calling me insincere. Do you know what I mean? So before that, when we were shooting the opening sequence, it was the day before Valentine's Day. We finished shooting at like 3 a.m., right? We shoot. I'm fucking sick to my stomach. I got food poisoning. So we shoot and then I go home. So no. So AJ called me insincere. Next time I see him is when we're shooting the title sequence, actually, before we went to animal assisted therapy. He is now trying to talk to me and be like, yeah, no, maybe I was wrong. No, I'm sorry for what I said. But I was like, dude, no, you actually pissed me off. You know what I mean? There's a time where I was literally, ask Matlochonolo about this. Matlochonolo, the hairstylist, DM him and ask him about this. There was a time where AJ was trying to talk to me so bad when I was changing out of my clothes from shooting the title sequence. That outfit with the, thank you. That outfit with the pink boots, I was changing out of that outfit and AJ wanted to talk to me so bad. He was literally like, no, let me come in. I promise I won't look. I said, dude, I'm changing. He said, I promise I won't look. I slammed the door in his face. The hairstylist, Matlochonolo, actually asked me afterwards, like, are you okay? Because I literally just saw you slam the door in AJ's face. And I slammed it because he was trying to come in while I was changing. Or he was trying to talk to me while I was changing. Not going to speak to whatever his intentions were. I'm not calling him anything snucks or whatever the case may be. He wanted to talk to me. I was trying to change and he was insisting that he wouldn't look if I let him in to talk to me, right? That was when we were shooting the title sequence. We finished shooting at around 3 a.m. I get into an Uber, right? Randomly, I hear a tap on my window. I look up and it's AJ. And he's like, you didn't say bye to me. And I'm like, okay, bye, AJ. Like, I'm in my Uber. I told him, like, dude, you're being a bit much. And we were all drinking, like, throughout the diary sessions, you know what I mean? And obviously, if we finished at 3 a.m. and the call time was 8 a.m., imagine how long we had been drinking. So I say to him, like, Chief, I'm trying to leave. And he's like, oh, sorry, but you didn't say bye. I'm like, okay, whatever. Cool. Next day is Valentine's Day. Or not even next day, that day, because we finished at 3 a.m., so it's a new day. It's Valentine's Day. He messages me. The messages are on the show. And he says, like, hey, I booked for Ansett Big Mouth. Whatever. So I obviously say what I say. I'm like, no, I have a nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Cool. So already he's in my bad books because it's like, why are you trying to insist on coming in when I'm changing? Like, I don't understand. Why are you calling me insincere? Why are you coming to my Uber? Do you understand? Like, there's so many things that happened off camera that made me dislike this person. Cool. We go to animal assisted therapy. Now, off camera, AJ says to me, before we start shooting, because we have to walk into the shot, before we start shooting, AJ says to me off camera, yeah, please just don't mention the whole thing of me asking you out for lunch on Valentine's Day. Like, can we just leave that off camera? I'm like, cool, no problem. I won't mention it because you fucked up. You know you fucked up, but it is what it is. I said to him, one thing about me, I respect that everyone has a real life out of this fucking TV shit, and I just expect the same respect in return, right? So I don't mention the Valentine's Day thing, but then he's there. The scene was edited, or this conversation wasn't put into the scene. He's there asking me, yeah, no, so you have a man. Why do you hide your man? Is it this? Is it because you don't trust him? Does he not trust? All of these things. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's just going on and on and on and on. And I'm just thinking, bitch, yes, bitch. I'm literally not mentioning your whole Valentine's Day thing, and I don't even know why you've asked me not to mention it, but I have an idea because your sister told me you have a woman, you know? And you are there in the scene denying it. So cool, I don't mention it. Sharp. When else did I see him after that? So we shot the animal assisted therapy thing, and then we went to the gin school, the thing that Tank invited us to, right? We go to the gin school. I happen to be wearing a shirt from Zara that he has. I think he wore it in the Pila's party scene, so I also happen to have that shirt. And he's there, and he's like, yeah, no, you know, you have my shirt, you have the same shirt as me, and I kept saying, like, no, it's not like that. Like, please don't try to make it seem like I'm wearing your shirt. Once again, that was edited out. Cool. We have that whole conversation at the gin school and all of that stuff. When him and I then speak on the side, right? I was not being rude to AJ. AJ didn't fucking buy those goddamn flowers. Production bought those flowers. So when I threw them, I wasn't being mean to AJ because in my mind, it's like, AJ knows these aren't his flowers. Do you know what I mean? And I also was like, I'm not going to be disrespectful and take these flowers home. Like, you know what I mean? So, cool. We have that conversation and all of that stuff, and he's upset. Now, when is the next time I see him? Durban. We're in the car on the way to Durban. I don't know why the fuck I was not put in the car with the people that I actually like, which is Tank, Pila, and Kanya. Hold on. So cool. We're on the way to Durban. That conversation was also fucking edited like crazy. I'm like, this is insane. AJ says to me, why did you have to keep her those files about me messaging you on Valentine's Day? I'm like to him, first of all, you expect me to respect a relationship that you yourself don't respect. I didn't know you had a girl because yes, your sister said you're dating, but you said that you're not. So if I am now exposing the whole Valentine's Day thing, I'm not thinking about this person in your life because according to you, you don't have a person. You know what I mean? So we talk about that and all of that stuff. Sharp. We get to Durban. We get there at like 10, so everyone just sleeps. The next day, that pool party, beach party scene where we're all in our costumes, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna go to Rockets because that's the last episode I've seen. I've not seen the most recent episode. That scene, we're sitting there by the pool, and someone, I don't know whose idea it was to do prank calls. So Tank is like, I'll be the first one. Tank calls his mom and he says, you know, yeah, mom, I got some girl pregnant. Ish, I'm in trouble. You know what I mean? It was a very entertaining phone call. Shout out to Mekuku Kati because she was just like, yeah, okay, we're going to have to deal with it. But it was a prank. Then we're like, okay, who's going to do the next prank call? AJ is like, Owami, you must call Cindy and say that I kissed Shamiso. So I'm like, no. Why must a prank involve me? Like, no, I don't know your person, and I don't want your person to now have ill sort of feelings towards me, because even if we end up saying, oh, we're joking, she's always gonna feel like, was it really a joke? And I'm like, ngina, pimina. And even Owami was like, no, I'm not doing that. And he kept saying no. And I was like, why must it be kissing me? And he's like, no, because if you just call Cindy and say that I kissed some girl in Durban, it won't be believable or whatever. And I'm like, so saying you kissed me is believable? Like, no. No, it's not. So I said, don't fucking involve me. Don't involve me. You constantly fucking disrespect your situation. That is on you. But you keep putting me in a position where I have to do shit like throw flowers or say like, don't involve me in your prank because I'm not going to disrespect what I've got going on. You understand? So, cool. That happens. Sharp. We do the pool party scene. Now we're on the way to Rockets. Now, mind you, we're staying in Amanzi Mtoti. It's fucking far. We're on the way to Rockets. We're in the car. I'm sitting with my back towards the front row. Across from me, I think, is Owami, and then Kanya, AJ, Tank, and Pila are next to me, I think, if I remember correctly. AJ says, yo, can we please make a stop, right? The producer says, no, we don't have time. We're already running late because I was hosting there and they'd given a specific time. So the producer says, no, we don't have time. We're already running late, right? The producer is closer to me. AJ is across, so he didn't hear it. So I listen, and then I'm like, oh no, we're running late, right? I'm just reiterating what the producer said. Nah? Cool, we continue with the drive. Then I asked AJ where he got his shirts, because if you see in the show my style, I'm always wearing shirts, okay? And he is wearing a blue version of the pink shirts that we both have, right? The one that I'm wearing at the gin factory and the one that he is wearing at Peter's party. He's wearing the blue version. So I say, oh, you have another variation of the shirt. Did you get it from Zara? AJ literally looks at me and says, Shamiso, shut the fuck up. Because he is pissed, because he thinks that I am the reason why we couldn't make his stop. Even though I'm not the reason, I was reiterating what the producer said. So I don't know if he maybe didn't hear the producer saying no. So when I said no, we can't make a stop, maybe he thought I'm deciding and I'm queen bee. Bitch, I don't get to make those kind of decisions. It's production. You know? So he said, Shamiso, shut the fuck up. I was like, I actually couldn't believe it. And at that point, guys, I did not even go off at him, because I was thinking about, I've already given this person a hard time enough. So I even thought to myself, I'm going to chuck it up to the game, charge it to the game. Maybe he's in a bad mood. Maybe it's been a long day. Maybe he's tired. I still didn't go off at him, like, for telling me to shut the fuck up. Cool. We get to Rockets. He randomly comes to try and hug me, open arms. And I said, please leave you alone. I'm not going to be cool with you. And I literally said to him, the problem with you is that you do a lot of shit off camera, on camera, and you expect everything to be okay. You just told me to shut the fuck up. I don't know who the fuck you think you are talking to, but you got me. You got the wrong one. So I said to him, leave me alone, okay? So I had no plans of going off at him. I just, like I said, I charged it to the game, you know? Cool. I leave Rockets early because I was on my period. My cramps were insane and all of that stuff. I don't know what happened after I left Rockets, because, like I said, I haven't watched the episode because it doesn't stream where I'm at right now. Cool. The next day, I go to breakfast. I'm with Tank, Pila, Kanya, and Owami. She even tells me that, like, yeah, no, after you left, like, my brother was talking about you, you know, and insisting on talking about you. He went so far as to tap her when the cameras were rolling, and it was like, yeah, let's talk about Shamiso. So by the time I saw him, I don't even know if they kept the clip where Tank says what AJ was doing that whole day in his hotel room. Anyway, by the time I saw him, that scene with the table was the first time I saw him that day, because he was in his room the whole day, because he knew that he had fucked up with people. Tank wasn't feeling him, Kanya wasn't feeling him, Pila wasn't feeling him, I wasn't feeling him. So he was in his room the whole day. When we go to the dinner scene, I tell myself to ignore him, right? While I'm talking, he keeps saying to me, I don't know if they edited it in, but he keeps saying to me, oh, Shamiso this, oh, Shamiso, like asking me questions and all of that stuff, and asking me why I'm not talking to him. So eventually I looked at him and I was like, isn't it yesterday you told me to shut the fuck up? That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm shutting the fuck up when it comes to you, you know? And then I lost my shit. So, yeah. Basically, that is what fucking happened. People have been DMing me very foul things. I'm not gonna act like it moves me too much. I've been through the worst of the worst on Twitter. I've got a thick skin. But as I've said multiple times, it triggers me deeply to be misunderstood. Like if someone is gonna call me a bully or call me a bitch, let it be for the simple fact that I'm being a bully or I'm being a bitch. But in this situation with AJ Mafokate on Born into Fame, I was not being a bully. He got what was coming to him because he kept fucking pushing me, okay? And I have limits, just like everybody else. So, yeah. And like I said, half of his shenanigans are not on camera, so you don't even get to see how much he fucking disrespected me, how he made me uncomfortable trying to push into the room I was dressing in when we were doing diary, saying, I promise I won't look. Are you crazy? I must change in the same room as you. And you're gonna say, I won't look. I promise I won't look. Bro, like, they like to irritate you, and I don't know why. People, I don't know. I've always known that I'm not well liked. And when I started doing the show, I literally said to my friends, like, I said to Tuli, like, people don't like me anyway. So, you know, because all my friends were like, oh my God, how are you going to deal with the anxiety of doing reality TV? And Tuli's like, no, you think that people don't like you. I don't know why you think that. And I'm like, I know that they don't. I don't know why, but I know that they don't. So it's very easy to misunderstand me because you already have preconceived notions about me, you know? You're in bullying and he has problems with everyone else. Anyway, he's the only person that literally beefed with everyone. So, and I'm the problem? Like, and I'm the problem? Like, come on. How am I the problem? Like, when the only people I didn't get along with are men that expected me to pander to them. Do you know what I mean? Like, men will tell you something and be like, oh, you're not fun. Oh, you're not sincere. You're not this. Because they think that you are so male-centered that you will go out of your way to prove them wrong. And I'm not like that. I do not pander to men. I do not live for the male gaze. And that is exactly what the AJs and the Robbies of the world expected me to do. And when I didn't do that, they were shocked. That's why they keep saying shit like, no, Shamiso expects everyone to tiptoe around her. No one fucking tiptoed around me. Who tiptoed around me? I'm cool with Pila, cool with Tank, cool with Kanya. So who had to tiptoe around me? I never had run-ins with those people. It's only the niggas that had desire and expected me to cave into their desire. And that's not gonna fucking happen over here. I'm too well established in my mind, as in my sense of self is strong enough that I'm not the type of person that, like I said, I don't pander to the male gaze. Like, I don't. You know? So I don't get things girl shit, but I completely get where you're coming from. You've given him chances. Kanye also gave him chances. That's what I'm saying. There's so much shit that fucking happened off camera, and it's very fucking annoying to have to come on live and ruin the fun. Do you know what I mean? Because it's reality TV. You guys are supposed to watch it and think that everything you see is everything that's ever happened. And unfortunately, that's not the case. And because I'm fucking irritated because of the comments I've been getting on my pictures that I have to delete and block, I had to address it. I'm sorry. We've been watching. I love your personality. I honestly don't understand Agent Ups. Thank you, Mama. Man does exactly what Agent Ups. You were not the problem. You were not a bully. You actually carried the show. Lots of love. Thank you so much. We have, first of all, Matlati, you need to fly out here because I need you. So I am very, 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 very annoyed. I'm very annoyed because this is just like a typical, it's like textbook dictionary shit in terms of what happens to women. A man wants you and you are expected to just melt into his embrace and put yourself together and put yourself in his palm. Like, no, No, and I fucking spared you. That's what annoys me, is that before we shot the animal assisted therapy, he said, please don't bring up the fact that I asked you out on Valentine's Day on camera. And I spared you. And I said, cool. And did I bring it up? No. Only when I started seeing that he's a fucking shiesty, trifling ass nigga did I say, fuck it. Like, fuck it. Fuck it. Honestly. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if Tank got to mention the shit that happened in Durban, because there was some shit that went down in Durban that it would not be grand if it, came out. So it's not my business to say it, but at the same time, I'm like, what the actual fuck? Are you and Awami cool? Yeah, I guess. We knew this would happen. I'm sorry, mama. No, honestly, like I said, I don't care about being disliked. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone was reporting my life, but it ended, and it can't even be a music thing. But I was just saying that I don't necessarily care about being liked. I just don't like to be misunderstood. Like, if you're gonna call me something, it must be because I am that thing. Like, I'm not a bully, like, at all. I actually have, like, my mom always said in primary school, like, growing up, she always used to tell me, like, one day you must become a lawyer, because I have such a strong sense of justice. Like, anytime I'm around someone, friends with someone or whatever, because there's a time I got in trouble with my teacher because I was standing up for my friend. I still remember her name. It was Z. And she was premature, so she was just particularly small. And I feel like people picked on her a lot because of her size. She was tiny. And there was a teacher being rude to her or giving her a hard time, and I stood up to the teacher and they ended up calling my mom. Do you know what I mean? I have a very strong sense of justice. You know what I mean? Like, I don't let bullshit fly, and I will always stand up for people that I feel like can't stand up for themselves. So it's like, I don't care if you like me, but it's like, don't call me a bully, especially with a man. Like, are you serious? Did you end up finding Plush? I can't remember his name. It is Plush, and yes, we found him. How? Weren't you on the live? We found him barefoot, girl. Some auntie who was maybe no younger than 43 said he slept here on my chest. So, yeah. You coming back for season 2? Honestly, I've spoken to production whenever I'm like in contact with them and we have like catch-ups. And I've said to production, like, yeah, no, I'm good, season 2, we must do it. I'm always like so excited. But now, off of one episode alone, I definitely feel like if I had to do season 2, a conversation must be had. And the conversation that I want to have is like, please put everything in. I don't mind the things that I do say. Do you know what I mean? My problem is that it is everything that I say that's not edited in. Do you know what I mean? Because I give context. I'm assuming, because like I said, I haven't watched the episode, I can't stream it here. I'm assuming that they didn't put my diary session where I literally explained everything that I just explained to you guys now about what AJ has done to get me to the point of wanting to fucking flip this bitch. I explained it in the diaries. They probably didn't edit it in. So for me, it's like, I don't mind if you put every word I've ever said since I was a baby in the fucking show. What I do mind is how much shit is actually edited out, because I explain everything in depth, every reaction, every like or dislike that I have about someone, I explain it, And like, even with the whole Robbie saying I want him thing, that time when I went and hung out with Pila told me that Robbie had said that, you know what I mean? But is it in the show? No. So it's like, How do you not edit that in? Because people are probably wondering, where did I just get that information from, you know? And even when I'm there talking to AJ after him and Pila had a fight, and I say, no, I just have a way better relationship with Pila. I saw people were being like, how can she have a better relationship with Pila because they've only hung out once? That's what I'm saying. Like, I know reality TV is meant to look like it's everything that we've ever done, but it's not. I'd hung out with Pila more than once at that stage, but you don't see that because shit was fucking edited out. So when I clearly have Pila's back or clearly have Tank's back, it's because and also, like I said, we're around each other when we shoot our diaries, which was once a week. So honestly, I'm very, very annoyed because, like I said, I just keep getting fucking weird ass comments on my pictures, old pictures. Even someone DM'd me saying, you're so beautiful, you'd swear you're not a bully. And I'm like, no, I'm not a bully. I stood up for myself, especially to a man. Like, I'm not gonna take constant slides from him. Imagine him telling me to shut the fuck up. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? And you think you're not gonna get a rise out of me? I'm sorry, no. And I said to him, I don't know if it's edited or not, or edited in or not. I told him that, like, yo, I don't beef with niggas, and I definitely don't beef with niggas that beef with honeys. You'll get touched. Like, you must deal with the man. Like, you know what I mean? How it was definitely giving that primary school thing that, you know, your mom would say to you, where she's like, if a boy's mean to you, it's because he likes you, you know? It was giving that. Like, I can't get into your pants, so now I'm just constantly frustrated and disrespectful towards you. And nah, get dumb. So anyway, Lady is taking a nap, so that's why I came downstairs. Well, we both took a nap, so I had gone to shoot for Disney earlier. Yeah, my fucking lace is done already. I'd gone to shoot for Disney earlier, so they did the eyeshadow. In case you're confused about why I've got the screen eyeshadow, it was for the shoot. So yeah, and then when I got back, Lady's like, no, we have to nap, because I can't even remember what time I got back from the club, but it was definitely in the AMs. So she was like, no, we need to nap. We both slept, and now I'm up, she's still sleeping. So yeah, I don't know if people are commenting because I can't see anything, and my previous live was ended. I don't know if people are reporting me, but I feel like I'm a bit restricted. So please, can someone comment just so I can see whether or not I can see the comments, you know? This prawn cocktail was good. I'm actually gonna order another one. But I have not been satisfied with a single meal since getting here. Hi, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Can I have another one? It's so nice.
The prawn cocktail?
Yes.
Yes, certainly. Do you need some more bread, or do you just want to?
Just the prawn cocktail. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I literally can't see anything. Like I said, I think my account has now been restricted. I don't know who the fuck is on here reporting my shit. But honestly, it's all a learning experience, right? When I started doing reality TV, I asked Mrs. Mobs, like, how the fuck do you deal? Because she's not on Twitter, but I'm on Twitter. And I would tell her, like, dude, I could sometimes just open Twitter and you're trending after every episode. You know what I mean? Like, how do you deal? And she was just like, dude, like, she's so... How do I explain it? She's basically like, I know who I am. Do you know what I mean? I know who I am. The people that love and care about me know who I am. So I really don't give a fuck about, you know, what Twitter has to say or whatever. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to have to learn that. So like I said, you know, if there's a season 2, if I do a season 2, I will definitely slowly become accustomed to not explaining myself. but I just had to explain, and yeah, I'm sure the explanation is also gonna go to fucking Twitter, which I don't mind because I said what I said. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna try one more time because I'm literally not seeing comments besides this Amanda Brownie saying you coming back for season 2. Like, I can't see anything else.